ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಭಾಷೆ ಒಳಗೆ ಹೇಳಬೇಕು ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ, ಸಾಮಾನ್ಯ ಭಾಷೆ ಒಳಗೆ ಹೇಳಬೇಕು ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ, मैं इसके पास पैसा लेके इधर इन्वेस्ट किया, मैं भी काम कर रहा है, आई एम ऑल्सो वर्किंग, और इसके पास पैसा लेके भी काम कर रहे हैं, एटलीस्ट आई शुड गेट रिटर्न्स टू पे द डिविडेंड और रिटर्न्स दी और दैट इंटरेस्ट पेमेंट. मेरा नहीं आए तो भी चलेगा पहला में, बट एटलीस्ट आई शुड गिव रिटर्न. इसको ಬಡ್ಡಿ ಕೊಡ್ಬೇಕಲ್ಲ, ಅಷ್ಟರ ಬಂದ್ರೆ ಸಾಕು ಅನ್ನೋಂಥದ್ದು ಎರಡನೇ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಮೈಕ್ರೋ ಎಕನಾಮಿಕ್ಸ್ ಒಳಗೆ ದಿ we say the point where we should learn to close the industry. Okay, 1 minute. Just please listen carefully, because this is a very important point and this will come most of the times in the next set any competitive examination, whether you are economics or non-economics or English or whatever it is. But this question comes. What is the closing parameter of the firm?
Price equals to average cost. Variable cost. Average variable cost.
This is homework for you. This is homework for you. Small graph tomorrow. One graph. I think microeconomics, Kaushanya has the details on this. Okay, we'll take 1 minute on that discussion tomorrow, and we'll take up the presentation tomorrow. On the probability, I think we are end to this, and both one the simulation, we'll take up this one tomorrow in the. And all these things are important. I say because you are young budding engineers or researchers, and your future is bright if you hello. Your future is bright if you are inculcate research characteristics, model building within you, and you have a great future for future. You have a great future for future. So your future depends upon your skills of modeling for your own product, whether you are anthropology, whether you are sociology, whether you are economics, whether you are engineering, whether you are medical, whether you are B.Ed, whether you are M.Ed, whatever the branch, your modeling skills ultimately proves you as an employable or not employable. With this note, we will close, and we'll meet tomorrow morning sharp 10 o'clock. Thank you very much. Once again. Yeah, please. Yeah. When firm takes a call to close its operation, there are few conditions of equilibrium. Okay. First condition of equilibrium is in case of any kind of market, right from perfect computation to any type of either advanced marketing technique, what we call linear programming, or whatever latest form of market structure. The conditions of equilibrium are still sounds good. That is, MC must be equal to MR, marginal cost must be equal to marginal revenue. So the marginal cost is equal to marginal revenue, and slope of MC must be greater than the slope of MR. Those are the two conditions. But this is an equilibrium condition. Please understand, it is an equilibrium condition, but it is not a condition for closing the firm. The closing the firm is the first condition. The average cost should be higher than the average revenue. That's the first condition. That's the first order condition. Second order condition, what is the first condition? For closing, AC should be greater than ER. AC is the average cost, ER is the price, or ER is the average revenue. That sounds equal to price. So the AC must be equal to ER. That is the first order condition. Second order condition, yesterday I think our commerce friend was telling, for taking a decision of which one is important, whether ROI is important or returns on capital employed is important. So when we are taking that call, at that time he said the second one is important than the first one. The first one tells about AR is equal to AC.
Okay, returns on investment. ನಾನು 100 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಹಾಕೀನಿ 100 ರೂಪಾಯಿಗೆ 100 ರೂಪಾಯಿ ಬರಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ I will not do that business. Okay, I am invested 100 rupees and I should get at least 100 rupees. Then that is the average revenue is equal to average cost. That's the first point. Then I see that returns on capital employed. Okay, the returns on capital employed. These are the interesting terminology of commerce. Okay, returns on capital employed is a very interesting concept, but that has a direct link with our costing chapter related to the decision of the firms. We say in managerial economics or microeconomics, decision making process. In the decision making process, the price must be is equal to at least average variable cost. Average variable cost. That means I am ready to sacrifice fixed cost. I am ready to sacrifice fixed cost. I am ready to bear my own expenditure, which as a owner of the company I invest. So my owner portion of profit I am ready to sacrifice, and also fixed cost which I invested maybe on higher also. So I am ready to sacrifice, but at least I should be able to recover what is that average variable cost. If I am able to recover the average variable cost compared to the average price, then I can run my show. Otherwise I have to shut down my business. So it is technically called a shutdown decision. What's called a shutdown decision. With note, I think we are exactly 10. Now we start our session. I think we are on research modeling process. We have seen what is modeling. Okay, we have seen all these things. Okay, the models we have seen. These are the fantastic models, and this is what is the current the model of car in India. But in future, we are going to get a model called a flying car. Okay, flying car is a new concept. It is going to come. Maybe probably our generation may not be able to enjoy. Definitely your generation, maybe another 10 years or 15 years, will definitely fly with your children. Okay, so that is what is the concept. And your children, they will enjoy much more because higher level the research is happening. And people are nowadays talking about taking a site at Chandrayaan. Okay, now we are planning to take a site at Dharwad, or Bangalore, or Mumbai, or Noida, or Delhi, or London, America, etc. But people are now in advanced level. They are planning to take some space at Moon. Okay, so Moon is accessible through Chandrayaan. So therefore, we may change our plan of perception or plan of traveling or modeling process in terms of research. So advancements are keep happening. So therefore, the Chandrayaan scientists, they were telling everybody is working on energy model. Please understand what I am saying. Everybody is working on energy model. So right now, to reach from India to America, it is 24 hours. It is 24 hours. Suppose by train, if you travel, okay, if you travel from say from here to say Delhi, you require 1.5 days by train, or 2 days, closely 2 days, around 36 hours. So now, if you by introducing Vande Mataram, okay, Vande Bharat, okay, the distance has come down. So since distance has come down, and now the government of India is planning to bring the Vande Bharatam from Bangalore to Dharwad right now we have, and that train may be get extended or new train may be introduced to up to Belgaum. That is what is the yesterday's talk. Okay, so therefore the models of research and the provisions of research, testing of the train tracks are going on, and everything precise specifications. Please don't forget the term called specifications. Specifications are very, very important. I will give one more interesting demo. Now this is my mobile cover, and I remove this mobile cover, and suppose if it doesn't fit into this, then this is not a mobile cover of the Samsung M30. If it doesn't fit, and it is fitting, but cameras are not covered properly, then it is a waste cover. Please understand what I am saying. So the specific the space for camera, specific space for music, specific space for charger, specific space for our dimension, for jock, everything is to be created. Then that model becomes perfect. Otherwise, it's called an imperfect model or unappropriate or inappropriate model. So you have to create a model which is appropriate for the economy, efficiency, and effectiveness. Okay, after buying, say for example, she has purchased this notebook. After purchasing, she should find it at a lower price. Please understand. She should find it at a lowest price, possible lowest price. Okay, I am not saying lowest price, possible lowest price. You cannot buy the Hyundai car of higher version at a Maruti 800 car price. Those are not comparable. So you cannot buy Park Avenue shirt of local shirt. Okay, the local shirt is available in 500 and Park Avenue may be around 2000 rupees. Arrow is still higher. Okay, the Louis is still higher. So therefore, models for example, in case of ladies kurti, Viva company kurtis are different. Say for example, another international W brand women kurti. Okay, that price is different. Okay, those are international brand. If you go for an international brand, international brand price will be different. So price is first parameter. Second parameter is she should find efficient this one. If I am giving a call, mobile doesn't work properly and call is getting dropped or break of voice, system is not cooperating with me, I feel uncomfortable with this, this phone is not efficient. Even while connecting this system to the TV or TV to system, we had little initial difficulties and my satisfaction has come down. Please understand how models are being built. So first one is economy, second is efficiency, and third one is effectiveness. What is effectiveness? Effectiveness should lead. I told what is economy, what is efficiency. Economy is optimization. Okay, economy is optimization. Minimum resources, maximum output. Okay, in case of efficiency, further increase of output is not possible. That is again leading to optimization. And now coming to the effectiveness, creating a delightedness. ಅತ್ಯಂತ ಪರಿಣಾಮಕಾರಿ. ಯಾರು ನನ್ನ ಮೇಲೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಟೀಚರ್ ಅತ್ಯಂತ ಪರಿಣಾಮಕಾರಿ ಪ್ರಭಾವ ಬೀರಿದ್ದಾರೆ. Effective. Impact is leading. Whether it is good impact or bad impact. Impact, it is a effectiveness leads to impact. Therefore, the last one is I. I is input, O is output, and O is one more O is outcome, and last one is I is impact. So go back to reverse. Impact is based on outcome is based on output, and output is based on input. Please understand what I am saying. So it is a reverse order. The most of our economic students and anthropology students and social science students, they are not familiar with the concept of this IOOI model. It's globally literature is available. Please explore. There are good number of quality researches are available. Okay, and in fact there is a concept called lit map. Please note down. It is a software. It is a lit map. I think it comes in the letter. You can note down at the time. There is a lit map, and it takes you to the higher level literature review. Okay. So therefore, the point what I mean to say now, normally we have been told to start with what is that input, output, outcome, and impact. Try to see your project. Say, for example, Pradhan Mantri Ujjwala Yojane irbodu, ಅಥವಾ Pradhan Mantri Bima Yojane irbodu, Annabhagya Yojane irbodu, ಯಾವುದೇ ಸರ್ಕಾರದ ಯಾವುದೇ ಯೋಜನೆ ಇರಬಹುದು, any program of any government, start not from this side, from the reverse side. What is the expected outcome? Not actual outcome. First, try to see what could be the impact. What is the expected outcome? What could be the output, and what I need to spend for input. So therefore, in the project evaluation, we say in the management MBA students will do this one very interestingly and in detail. It is called project evaluation. In the project before implementation, a project they will be taken for evaluation based on two parameters. Number one is the BOP. What is the BOP? Break-even point. At what level the company will reach the BOP? Number one, stages of the operations of the company. At what level company will reach the BOP? First point. At what level company will enter into the profit margin? Okay. Second point. What is the first point? First point is break-even point. Break-even point means at what stage my company will overcome the cost of the company and enter into the profit. That's a point. TR is equal to TC, AR is equal to AC, MC is equal to MR. That's the first condition. If you draw the curve, draw the curve, the y-axis and x-axis, and you draw AC curve and MC curve. The MC curve touches the AC curve at the bottom and passes, and there will be AR curve and MR curve at the top, and the AC curve and MR curve both slopes initially, then starts rising. This is what is concept of, please look at me. This is a concept of a cost curve. The cost curve, both either MC or AC, both will start decreasing and reaches the minimum. And in terms of a traditional cost curve, please understand there is one single concept of a minimum point. There is no multiple point of a minimum cost. Whereas U-shaped cost curves are different and V-shaped cost curves are different. Okay, V-shaped cost curve has only one minimum point. That minimum point is, the critical point for our cost decisions. Once you cross this minimum point of cost, your cost starts rising. So therefore, the term V is a very important in terms of any project. It is a human anthropology project, or social project, or Chandrayana project, or engineering project, or medical project, or pharmaceutical project. See, we have a very systematic process. Number one is the stage 1, where cost is more than the revenue, because initial fixed cost is higher than the average cost. Okay. Then we reach the first point of what is called the break-even point. Then we will enter into the profit, where initial profit is less, but it is a profit. The revenue is more than the cost. We are entering this stage. But what is the stage of optimum profit? What is called a stage of optimization of profit. So optimization of profit, I'll just show you for a quick diagram, and you will understand, what the diagram, what it says. Say, if I draw this diagram like this, okay, see, it is quite interesting. You will understand because the okay, I will put like this. This is a baseline. Okay, then we have something like this. And this is the first point of BOP, where this is the TC is greater than the TR, and here TR is greater than, TR is greater than TC, and again here the TC is greater than TR. Okay, so therefore the point here is, from this point to this point I should operate. If I come this side or this side, I will not get a profit, because here cost is more, I have to operate whatever the company is, a pharmaceutical company, or it is an engineering company, or automobile company, or bread butter company, or toast company, parabiscuit company, the silky chocolate. Okay, the Cadbury chocolate. Okay, whatever the company you talk, or even a laptop company, whatever the product you talk, you should operate from the M to M1 only. It is a range, is operation is M to M1. So if you come this side, OM to or OM after, it is a loss. So one should not operate. So now therefore, this is a zero profit, and this is the zero profit. Okay, zero profit. But here, from here to here, it is a range of profit. What is the best level of profit operation? So whether I should work here or should I work here? So therefore, the maximum difference between this is the best level of output is M1. Best level of output is M1, because at this point I have a highest revenue, lowest cost. And if you replicate this one into average cost concept and marginal cost concept, you get that different diagram of V shape, and you will be able to operate. So that's what we are able to understand. So I think we have done that one yesterday in the previous class, and we have seen this one in the previous class. Okay, some basic things we have done already. So I think the concept of any model depends on explaining, examining, and developing. I think we have done and we have understood yesterday. Any model aims at the holistic development of the system. Any development or any model is wants to work in optimum range of operation. What is the first range? First range is M, and last range is M1. You should not cross M to M1. You have to function within this point to this point. This is what is a guiding principle of the model. So therefore, explaining, examining, whether I work here, I am working here, I am working here, where I am exactly working. So I have to understand. So that is what explaining, examining, and developing the new theory. Suppose this model doesn't work. This doesn't work. You drop it, take a new theory. many car manufacturing companies, they have designed a particular product and product becomes the not liable and they drop that product, they have designed a new product. Look at Swift Desire, okay? The Tatas have come with many cars and they have dropped those cars. Nexon has come, Nexon was not there earlier, okay? And the Harish was not there. Earlier products of Tatas were different, they did not perform in the market, Tatas are slightly outside the market, and again Tata has come back. Tata company has again come back into the car marketing system because they have designed a new product. Earlier products were not good, they dropped that product, they have designed new product, new model, and it is doing well. Tata Punch is a best running car today because it is the only car among the Tatas which met to 5-star conditions, safety conditions. 2 cars, I'll tell you. In fact, if anybody has a Maruti Swift car, don't feel bad. It is the highest accident met car in India. Swift Desire, both are having the highest prone for accidents. But whereas Tata Punch is a 5-star safety car, and then next comes what is that? The Mahindra SUV 300 in terms of safety. And there is a Team BSP technical report. If anybody is planning to buy, please note down this website. Team BSP is a website. Once you go to the Team BSP, you'll get to know the technical characteristics of the product, specification of the product, specification of the car. So once you understand the specification of the car, you'll be able to take appropriate decisions. ನಮ್ಮ ಕಡೆ ಹಳ್ಳಿ ಒಳಗೆ ಪರ್ಟಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ಲಿ ಉತ್ತರ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕದ ಮಾತು ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗಿದ್ದು ಹುಡುಗಿ ನೋಡಕ್ ಹೋಗಿದ್ವಿ ಹುಡುಗ ನೋಡಕ್. What do you mean by seeing girl, seeing boy? Not just physical appearance, the background, specification, their property background, their characteristic background, human nature background, whether that family is sync with us or not, whether we can sync with that or not. So therefore so many things we can understand in the taking the decision of explaining, examining and the developing the new theory. I think we have done this one. Visual models I think we have done. Mathematical models we have done, and also we have done empirical models in the previous class, and therefore we are into the today simulation model. Simulation model is the process of creating and analyzing a digital prototype of physical model to predict its performance in a real world. You have a concept called dummy mobile. ನಿಮಗೆಲ್ಲ ಈಗ ಈಗಿನ ಕಾಲದೊಳಗೆ ಇವತ್ತು ನೀವು ಸಂಗೀತಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋದ್ರೆ, if you go to any mobile shop, Purvika, Sangeeta or any shop, they will show you live piece. Earlier there will not be live piece, there is only dummy version used to be there, and the dummy piece they used to show your mobile looks like this. Your mobile looks like this. That is what is simulation model. It is the model which is close to reality. It is close to reality. Say for example, this is if I push this button, then only starts working. Otherwise, if I push it off, only it is a model. It is a model. Only after pushing the button, it works as a work. So this is an example, classic example of again simulation model. So that I have a lot of things, so I'll just skip it and I'll go to further. Okay, simulation further, so one or two examples. Okay, then next one example. Okay, now look at this classic example of the simulation. We have problem entity. Okay, you have to explain to me. Problem entity, computerized model and conceptual model. Now what is this this model says? This model says very interesting, please somewhere you have to keep these things. What it says very interesting. I have something, please remember this, some of the terminology what we are using. I have a problem. I may require to reach America in just 6 hours. That's a problem. Some urgent need is there. One of our close fellow is no more, and I want to see his face before the burying his body. And I have to see. I have only 6 hours. No other transportation other than the aeroplane, that also not possible. Today's energy system says 24 hours. So the concept is I have to bring from 24 hours to 6 hours or less than 6 hours to reach America. That's a concept. That's a problem. Problem entity. So system needs alteration. Okay, number one. Then conceptual model. How I can enhance the energy level. Energy level. Earlier, before Vande Mataram or Vande Mataram? Vande Mataram. Vande Bharat. Okay, so Vande Bharat, it was the average speed of the train is in India around 36 km. Average speed. Even if you are Hampi, Rani Channamma, average speed is even not now more than 66. See the average, the all India average, the speed of the train. Okay, so it is 66. Now we are saying average 180. Average 180. And people are talking the hyperloop train, and they are talking around 3000 miles per hour. 3000 miles, not kilometers. So on an average it comes around 4000 kilometers per hour. Whereas in China and in other places, they are already reached around 760, 780 or more than 600 kilometers per hour. From Shanghai to another place in China, they 75 kilometers they reach in 15 minutes. Shanghai to another place, okay, their place, okay, they reach in just 15 minutes. For us in Bangalore or even in Dharwad, from the same day or two to go to Dharwad Majestic, we require 2 hours. Look at the China's condition and our conditions. Look at their modeling and our modeling. That doesn't mean we are still backward. We are in some area, we are also forward. But in the transportation, still we are not expressed or advanced as China has moved in terms of train networking. So therefore, the point is the problem entity, conceptual model, and then coming to the computerizing that model. So I have a first problem. Whatever the problem, please remember this problem. It may be social problem, it may be economic problem, it may be anthropology problem, it may be engineering problem, or it may be medical problem, etc. etc. New floating has happened. New notion has happened in the society. What is the new notion? After COVID, heart attacks have increased in India. People that the notion has been pushed into the society. So people are worried. They are going to more for a small little acidity also. Sir, my heart is not well, so I am going to hospital. People, fear is very dangerous. So this notion is creating so many issues. So therefore, we need to understand what is the kind of medication treatment is required, or what kind of checkup is required, etc. etc. We need to understand. So therefore, whatever the type of domain, the subjects models are different, but problem will be there in every domain subject. So therefore, please understand the problem entity system. Okay, this part. Once you know the problem, you conceptualize that problem. Once you know the problem, you conceptualize this problem. This is what's called theoretical building of the model. Once you know the problem, then you build the conceptualization. What is the conceptualization? Conceptualization. Sir, let us make our class interactive. But it is becoming a one-side demo. Conceptualization. Generalization is conceptualization.
Stating the problem in terms of variables.
Conceptualization. It is a more precise process. It's a more precise process. Defining nature of relationship, first point. Defining nature of relationship, identifying the variables, defining the relationship, defining the quantification of A variable, B variable, C variable, and interrelationship between those variables. Such a complicated, it is not a generalization. Conceptualization is a very, very important process. Okay, so therefore, identify the problem and conceptualize that problem. Very important stage. Now, students, they fail linking this to this. Most of our PhD students, they fail here. They are not able to marry these two persons. Marriage gets failed between the lady and husband, lady and man. This is a lady and this is a man, and marriage is getting failed because a proper link, understanding is not happening. So therefore, the point is we need to understand. Please remember, I'll have later on these issues. Further linkage we will try to understand. But here, right now, once I understand the problem, I conceptualize that problem, and based on the conceptualization, I use computer programs. For that, I need a data. For that, I need it. Without data, you cannot do anything. So once you go to the doctor, what do you say? What do you say? You say something. Say, for example, you say something, sir, I am not feeling well. I am getting burning sensations in my chest. Getting burning sensations in the chest. Then doctor understands it could be probability of acidity or gastric. One of these two. If gastric is not there, acidity is not there, then cardiovascular problems. 3 reasons. Okay. Then if it is a gastric or acidity, symptoms are different and problems are different. Symptoms are, what is the symptoms of acidity? Burning senses, headache, etc., etc. We will see those things. Very interesting things happen. So therefore, the point here is what I mean to say. It is very clear. You know, I don't know why it is doing like this. Okay, so therefore we need to understand these issues well. Okay, the data validity is very important, and we need to understand data validity. And once you understand the data validity, please understand also the process, what is called the between problem and conceptual model, the conceptual model validation. Conceptual model validity. I am linking problem to theory, whether that link between positive relationship between negative relationship between correlation, regression, all those things comes in understanding. So therefore, conceptual model validation and analysis and modeling, and all these things need a data while bringing the conceptual model. Then go to that side, computerized. Computerized also you need a data. You need an experiment of between this and this, whether I'm sorry, okay, the between this and sync is there or not. Then check operational validity and experimentation. Conduct the experiment. We say pilot study. We say pilot study. So therefore, once you conduct a pilot study or experiment, then you computerize the program, run the program, and computerize model verification. Computerized model verification. Yes, CIP. CIF also. Okay, what is this? Okay, the critically ill patient. Critically ill patient. They are almost left, but the body is still alive. Nothing on guarantee. On such a people, we last moment we conduct a survey. On last moment we conduct an experiment. Therefore, there is another example of medical experiment. So we do that. So for such we require various univariate, bivariate, trivariate, and multivariate analysis. And statistical analysis of data. No statistical analysis required. Measures of association, differences and variance. All kinds of statistics. Inferential statistics, descriptive statistics, and classification statistics. All full statistics applicable in descriptive research and causal research. So this is very crucial as far as research modeling is concerned. Okay, theoretical framework I think I have explained. This conceptual modeling I said morning in the simulation model. Top is the problem syntax or problems entity, then conceptual, and this side computerized and analyzing the entire framework. This is what is exactly situation, and I skip these things and please understand the 4 steps of modeling. 4 steps of modeling. People who have studied econometrics, first chapter of Kaushanya, fundamentals of econometrics, in that first chapter deals with these 4 steps of the modeling. What is the first step of the modeling? The specification of the model. Specification of the model or formulation of the maintained hypothesis. Now we don't have the concept of the null hypothesis and alternative hypothesis. We don't have now in modern research, we don't have null hypothesis and alternative hypothesis. The people are maintaining a particular hypothesis, so therefore it's called maintained hypothesis.
Okay, it is well accepted in the literature and globally it's been taken. So you can have your own maintained hypothesis. Okay, estimation of the parameters of your hypothesis and evaluation of the statistics or estimates statistically and econometrically. Okay, then forecasting variety of the model. First one is under this one. First one is specification of the model or formulation of the hypothesis. Please understand, I think I have crossed my time. I will take another 5 minutes with your permission. Okay, now I have come. What is this? Real problem convert to research question, research question convert to research objectives, and research objectives convert to research hypothesis. Now please understand here I am maintaining the hypothesis. My hypothesis has hidden objectives. My hidden objective has a research question. My research question has real problems of the society. So therefore, whatever I am doing research, it is for well-being of the society. Whatever I am doing research, it is for well-being of the research of people of the society. So therefore, that is what is the point. Okay. With this, we will go a bit fast. Specification of the model. Here, I think we need to understand concept, construct, and variables of the model. All these three are very, very important. Number one, I repeat. Specification of the model. What is this called? What is this called?
Specification.
What is this called? What is this? Specification of the model is exactly I am here. This is the dhadkan of the research. Dhadkan means heart. Hypothesis is not there. It is a heartless body of research. Heartless. Heart is the mancha is the heart illa. So the hypothesis is I say it is a heartfulness of the research. Heartless Allah, heartfulness of the research. So therefore, the specification of the model or maintained hypothesis is a crucial issue. So once you formulate your model, a model and you maintain a particular hypothesis based on research problem, a real problem, research question, research objectives, you have framed your hypothesis. Once you frame a hypothesis, what is a hypothesis? Now I asked earlier one question. What is the difference between objectives and hypothesis? Now I will not ask what is objectives. I will ask what is hypothesis. What is hypothesis? It is a tentative statement of a relationship of variables which yet to be tested. Demand and supply and price are interlinked. It is a statement, but it is being tested. Okay, so therefore it is a statement, tentative statement. The validity of its statement yet to be tested is called a hypothesis. Therefore, to test such a hypothesis, maintained hypothesis or derived hypothesis from real problem, real question, real objectives or research objectives to research hypothesis, to test this hypothesis, you require what? What do you require? Test hypothesis, what do you require? Whether you should go this side or this side? Whether you go this side or this side? What do you require? You require a variables. Demand is one variable, price is one variable. Okay, education is one variable, income is one more variable. Please understand. Now, how do you test? To test, you require variables. To get variables, please understand that, very important. You need to solve your problem. To solve your problem, you have to convert into research questions. Research questions need to convert into research objectives, and you need to convert into these objectives into hypothesis. You have constructed a hypothesis. To test the hypothesis, you require variables. To get variables, reverse back. It is a backward linkage system. Okay. To test hypothesis, you require variables. To get variables, you require to understand the construct and concept. Medical system in India. Medical system has a doctors. But no, doctor is a good doctor, bad doctor. We need to construct. Doctor is a concept. But good doctor or bad doctor is a constructor. I constructed that party in Kalyan Nagar is an extremely good pediatrician.
Extremely good pediatrician. Narayan Rugalaya is a very good hospital for cardiovascular problems. Look at the story what we say. So therefore, it is a testing hypothesis is a backward linkages. We need variables for the testing the model. So variables we get with the construct and the concept. So therefore, I need to understand what is the concept, what is the construct to know more about variables. And also I should know how the signs and magnitudes are associated with the variables. How signs negative and positive. Negative and positive. Signs are, how many signs are there? How many signs are there? Mathematical signs. There are many, okay, but major one is positive and one is negative. So and signs positive, negative, and their magnitude, okay, constant we say, constant parameters, etc. we say. So signs and magnitudes of the parameters and mathematical form of the model. I go a bit fast, okay. Concept, construct, variables, and hypothesis. Now look at beauty of the analysis. Beauty of the analysis. Based on concept, you arrive at construct. Based on the construct, you arrive variables, and based on the variables, you arrive at hypothesis. So, to get hypothesis tested, which you arrive from the research question, you have to test this hypothesis. You need to understand this. That's what is the story. I think we'll go a bit fast because already time is up. Okay, these you all know it. Market, sales executive, shop, etc. Water, CM, PM, etc. Galaxy, sun, star, earth, etc. are all known. Wife, gold, husband, lover, red rose, etc. All are concept. Your mobile is concept. Pen is a concept. Okay, all these are examples of concept. Construct is very interesting. What is a construct? Construct is a concept which do not have an object to point out. I request just Sidhu sir to come here. I know Sidhu sir. If I call him, I will call him as a Sidhu sir. But he is a very good researcher. Not been written anywhere. Or market attend agtidre or Sidhu sir ant karitare good researcher ant karayangilla. But we have constructed he is a good researcher. Expert in particular software. You are understanding? Person who is moving, maybe Mr. Patil, but is a good cardiologist, good surgeon. Okay, good surgeon. We construct. So therefore, the construct is a concept. Concept is a person. Okay, he is a good doctor, a bad doctor, good engineer, bad engineer, good teacher, bad teacher, etc. Which do not have object to point out. For example, social status. One example quickly we can see. Social status, is an issue where high social status and low social status depends upon income, education, social group, and social recognition and occupation. I say, for example, I don't know what is his social status right now. I'll give a live example. I don't know his social status. Once I understand his income, if he is a crorepati, his education, master degree with PhD, okay, social group and social recognition, if he is chief minister of Karnataka, okay, then occupation, he is a software designer, doctor, Sudhakar, doctor, but politician. Look at the social status. So therefore, based on all these parameters, income, education, social group, social recognition and occupation, we say social status, either high social status or low social status. Then comes the another example, organizational culture. We say the many organizations we have. Infosys is always stands best, Tata stands best, but some companies, Chinese, we don't trust. Chinese we don't trust because Chinese don't have the culture. Okay, one more example of construct, the good relationship, bad relationship depends upon care, concern, affection and love and trust. Okay, I have told yesterday one story of understanding of married women. Okay, this one. Variable I skip, I will not cover types of variables. Okay, this is what the one more I think I have gone. Second one, second stage of modeling. Okay, here estimation of the parameters. Now you have gathered all the information. You have research problem, research objectives, research hypothesis. You have done everything. You have concept, construct variables. You have gathered the data, etc., etc. Now, based on all that information, now you have gathered the data. Scale and measurement you have to understand. Our students are very poor in this. They are very, very poor in understanding scaling and measurement. Please read good books.
Okay, the time series cross section and panel data and engineering data. Please understand. Okay, examination of aggregate problems of all econometric problems, multipolarity, heterogeneity, autocorrelation, and other identification problems. Please understand. Okay, individual communities, time series, and spatial. Okay, just a second. And third, examination of multipolarity in function, examination of identification problem, choice of econometric techniques, single or simultaneous equation model. Which one you choose? Orthodox approach and experimental approach. Which one you choose is your choice. Then comes the evaluation of the model. Evaluation of the model. Under evaluation model, we have economic priority criteria, statistical criteria, and econometric criteria. We have three parameters of testing the model. First one is economic priority criteria. It should indicate theoretically whatever the theory says. Say for example, in the law of demand model, it is a negative relationship. Sign is negative. Higher the price, lower the demand. Lower the price, higher the demand. This is a sign. Negative relationship. They move in opposite direction, and it doesn't move opposite direction. Theoretically, it is not good one. Okay, so therefore the economic priority criteria, sign and size of the parameters. Okay, constant elasticities, marginal values. Your entire microanalysis depends upon the marginal technique analysis. Okay, that's what. Okay, statistical criteria, first order test, two things: standard error and one more. Two things. The validity of the statistics. Sigma stands for what? Standard deviation and standard error. Two things are very important in statistical. One is standard variance and the standard error. Okay, those things. And in case of econometric criteria, second order test, blue, best linear unbiased estimates. So I think I'm going a bit fast, but I don't have an alternative. This was fourth one. You should have what is that? The forecasting. The model should be able to forecast for tomorrow. Okay. With this properties of the model, I think we have done. Okay. The limitations of the model. Why models fail? I think I'll close because already my time, and I close my session saying thank you. Thank you CMDR. Thank you audience. I took your lunch time almost all 17 minutes more, but it is a worth investment. I request categorically distinguish between two words. Categorically distinguish between two words as a student of social science. One is expenditure and second is investment. One is expenditure of time and investment of time. Money, resources and all is different. Expenditure of time and investment of time. I request you not to spend your time, invest your time. And CMDR is doing such a wonderful work with their all faculties, and Sidhu is coordinating this wonderful exercise. I think I am our student, and I am also getting benefit from this session, and I wish to see as a flying star of the society, be a good citizen of the society, make India proud, and you be proud, India proud. Wish you all the best. Thank you very much.
Basavaraj Benni sir, on behalf of CMDR, on behalf of organizing committee coordinators, thank you very much sir. On behalf of participants, thank you very much sir.
Oh, thank you.
The time is for lunch. After lunch, we will have
Yeah. ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಇದು ಆ್ಯಡ್ ನಮ್ಮದು ನಮ್ಮದೇ
everything pakka, then it is a model of simulation. Model of simulation. Anybody any doubt? ಯಾರಿಗಾದ್ರೆ ಏನು ಡೌಟ್ ಇದೆಯಾ? थोड़ा भी doubt है तो पूछ लो. Small doubt also I said in fact my first session, you can stop me at any time.
I think it's a